Hey, my name is Bailey Weiser. I'm the owner of Hella Jude Photography, a North Georgia newborn and family photography studio, and welcome to my channel. I have taken a little bit of a break from YouTube and I'm so excited to be back. I decided to take a pause during the summer season. We took a big family trip to Alaska for a family reunion. I solo tripped a Disney vacation weekend with my 4 kids. We started building a house. I had a bunch of workshops for photographers who traveled from all over to come to the studio to learn more about newborn safety and sessions and posing. And I hired 2 new studio assistants. So this summer was jam-packed, full of a lot of fun things. And so I decided to kind of pause on YouTube until fall picked up and I could get back into the gear of producing videos for you guys. So today I'm really excited about this video. I've kind of been running numbers on this kind of topic throughout the last few months. And today's video is all about the one change that I made to my business in 2024 that has produced the most growth and income and client retention. So let's go ahead and dive in. So when I was wrapping up my 2023 books and kind of looking at some of the trends that I was seeing in my booking and inquiries and some areas that I really wanted to grow in, one thing that I noticed that I didn't have a lot of were maternity clients. I was really surprised by that because I photograph probably around 7 to 10 newborns a month, and I was missing out on a huge chunk of clients that could have come before their newborn session for maternity sessions. And I had a few inquiries, but it was definitely an area that I was lacking in actual bookings from. And so I started to think, okay, how can I produce more bookings for those maternity clients, get them in the door before their newborn session, be able to serve them in a different way, get to know their family before baby's born. And I started thinking about other areas and other offerings that I have that really moved the needle in my business. And I thought about my baby plan, which I call the Wonder Year Collection. And I've had videos on this before and how great it is, but I was not offering any incentives, anything special for those expecting moms who were wanting to book a maternity and a newborn session. So I created what I called the Bump to Baby Collection, which is basically a bundle for a maternity session and a newborn session that incentivized my clients. If they booked both, they got a 10% discount on their session total. Plus I would add complimentary hair and makeup professionally for moms for their newborn session. One less thing they had to worry about. While this doesn't seem like a huge change, and it's something that I probably would have offered if people asked me, hey, do you offer a discount if we bundle? It's not something that I was showcasing. It wasn't something that was on my website. It wasn't on my pricing guide. I didn't talk about it on social media. And so when I decided to create this bundle, I made sure that I talked about it. It was on my website. It was put on my pricing guide that I sent to my clients when they inquired. I started talking about the importance of maternity sessions and how amazing it was to meet clients before baby was born and hear their stories and celebrate and have anticipation and excitement with them. And because of that, I have grown my maternity session client base by over 20% this year. Actually, probably more than that. I would say probably around 30 or 40%. I grew over this past year. So one of the biggest things that I did was I talked about the value, not the monetary value of maternity sessions, but the intrinsic value of why we have maternity sessions. Why are maternity sessions important? What are you missing out on possibly if you don't have a maternity session? And coming from a mom who has had 4 pregnancies and has had the opportunity to have maternity sessions 4 times, I can speak from both the perspective of having the maternity session and getting those images back, and opting not to have the maternity session and having particular feelings afterwards, thinking, man, I wish I would have documented that season of our life, that season of our family, that season of my body and the changes that were happening, and really mentally walking through, why did I not have maternity sessions? What are questions that expecting moms might be having about maternity sessions, and how can I encourage and persuade them to book those types of sessions? The discounts are helpful. People love a good deal. Adding the complimentary hair and makeup was also a really good incentive for my clients. That is something they get with the Wonder Years collection, but they don't get with just a particular everyday newborn session. So having that as an incentive was also a great thing. And that only cost me, my particular hair and makeup artist charges $75. So that only, took $75 out of my pocket for those higher booking clients. Another great value to this as a photographer, I get to know the families. I get to understand their stories. I get to hear maybe about their struggles during their pregnancy. I get to build relationships with them in hope that when they come in for their newborn session, they're put more at ease knowing that they're handing me their fresh baby. It's a lot harder for first-time parents especially to have this sweet, delicate baby and walk into a stranger's place of business and just hand that baby over. And so I feel like having the maternity sessions allowed for more of a seamless client experience on the back end for those clients that opted for the maternity session. I got to know them, they got to know me, we got to talk through all the details and all the questions they had, and I feel like majority of them left their maternity session at more of an ease about what to expect, getting to know me a little bit more and how I work and how I operate and all of those details, and it made their newborn sessions that much more of an amazing experience for them. Now, just because you're gonna offer a new bundle does not mean that people are necessarily gonna book it. The one thing that I've noticed in everything that I offer is I book what I showcase. And so if you're wanting to include more maternity sessions, or maybe it's milestone sessions, maybe for you, you are really good about booking newborn sessions and those sweet cake smash sessions, but there's something missing in the middle that you could be utilizing to serve your clients better. Maybe that's the area that you're missing. Whatever area it is that you're wanting to book more clients of, the number one piece of advice I have for you is to showcase it. Talk about the value of it. Show on your website, on your blog, on your newsletter, on your social media posts. Talk about those particular sessions. Give client feedback and testimonials as to why having that session was special for them and made the difference. Talk about questions that your clients might have as they're discussing whether or not to book that particular type of session. Maybe for those milestone sessions, you can talk about how much baby changes in that 1 month to 12-month period, and how the 6-month sitter sessions are great for capturing those first smiles and those teeth that are popping through and their tiny fingers that are grabbing things, all of the milestones that they might be achieving at that 6th to 7-month milestone. Same with maternity session. Talk about the value of why adding a maternity session onto their booking is going to bring value in remembering that season of their family's journey. Another aside that's completely different from what your clients might be adding value to, but you can create value for them by offering albums, frames, upselling after the sessions that they'll have kind of the whole yearbook story of their baby's birth and the pregnancy journey. So that's another great way to serve your client, is by saying, hey, we can create this beautiful album, this beautiful gallery wall, all of these things that these images are not just going to live on your computer or on your phone, but we can use them to showcase your family story in your home or in a book on your coffee table. And you know what? We can even add baby's 6-month and 12-year session to that yearbook or annual or whatever you want to call it. But kind of using that as an opportunity to sell them on more than just images. This is a way to show your baby or your family the story, the growth, the journey to get to you. And having those images is a great way to do that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that today's short little video was helpful for you as you're kind of ending this year and thinking about things that you want to start implementing into next year. I know we just entered the last quarter of the year and my mind is already racing with ideas and things that I want to start implementing and questions I have and gaps that I want to fill. And so hopefully this kind of prodded some conversations and some thoughts in you so that as you're wrapping up your books for this year and you're starting to advertise for sessions for next year, that you can kind of think about the holes maybe in your business that you're seeing, areas that you can better serve your clients, and offerings that you can start showcasing and getting more booking from. So if you have any questions about the Bump to Baby collection or anything that I mentioned in today's video, be sure to leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and be on the lookout as new videos are going to be added every week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.